Hi, I'm Stephanie Brooks Maynard, Director of Membership at Adea. Welcome to the Adea Membership Minute. In the studio with me is Angela Lee, Director of Program Services. Angela will be sharing some important information about Adea chapters for students, residents, and fellows. Later in the segment, I'll be sharing some important reminders about Adea meetings and events. Welcome, Angela, and thank you for joining us to talk about Adea chapters for students, residents, and fellows.
My pleasure, Stephanie. Thank you for having me.
So as the Association for Dental Education, one of the key initiatives for Adea is increasing awareness about dental academic careers. And I know that the chapters for students, residents, and fellows is key in that initiative.
Sure.
Can you share with us some information about the chapters?
Of course. So in 2016, the Adea Board of Directors approved an initiative that would encourage and expand Adea chapters for students, residents, and fellows. And so essentially the premise behind Adea chapters is to encourage students to consider careers in dental education. So right now it's projected that over the next 10 years, there will be a shortage in dental school faculty. And so the idea is that if just 4% of dental school students across the country, and that's roughly 2 to 3 students who graduate dental school each year, if they consider careers in dental education, then that shortage will be alleviated. So the idea is really just to get students to really seriously consider careers in dental education.
And you know, I've been doing listening tours as part of Member Services Outreach, and in talking with the students, I realized, like you said, that creating that awareness, a lot of them don't really think about it. They think that, I just have to go into practicing, or they think that they're mutually exclusive. And so when I go on the listening tours, I tell them that you can practice and you can teach, or you can consider teaching. A lot of them don't even know that it's an option. So I think having these chapters is really key in helping students realize that an academic career in dentistry is an option.
Yeah, it's really important.
So can you tell me some of the ways that the Adea chapters engage with the students at the dental schools?
Sure. So there are roughly 36 Adea chapters across the United States and Canada, and they participate in a myriad of programming. So some chapters sponsor an event called Why I Teach, which they get some of their faculty members at their institutions to talk to students about why they decided to go into dental education. Other chapters might sponsor community outreach events at local middle schools and high schools to talk to students about dentistry itself, but then also dental education. And then other chapters participate in something called a curriculum hackathon, where a group of students get together annually to create dental curriculums. And so those are just some of the events that some of our student chapters do across the country.
Yeah, and I think that curriculum hackathon has been wildly successful. I know it started on the East Coast, and now it's on the West Coast.
That's right.
And there might be another one.
Yeah, so the Council for Students, Residents, and Fellows, or better known as COSERV, they're looking for opportunities to actually start a Midwestern curriculum hackathon in Chicago, Illinois this coming year.
Oh, wow, that's really exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. So for schools that don't have Adea chapters, how can they get one started?
Sure. So if an institution is looking to start an Adea chapter, and we hope they are, all they have to do is go to adea.org, our website, and visit the Adea Chapter Toolkit link. Under that link, there is a section called Starting a Chapter. They click that link, and they'll get all the information they need to know to start a chapter. It's important to note that in order to start a chapter, an institution needs 4 to 5 students to start that chapter. Those students will then work with the institution to get approved at the Student Affairs Office. They would also need to create a constitution, identify a chapter advisor, and then submit all the registration paperwork here to Adea. So all an institution has to do is go to adea.org to get more information.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you, Angela, for taking time to join us in the studio to talk about Adea chapters for students, residents, and fellows.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
And now for a quick roundup of Adea meetings and events. Join us on August 16th for the Can Happiness Make Students Smarter webinar. Sign up now for the 60-minute webinar on the Adea website. Register today for the 2018 Adea sections on business and financial administration and clinic administration, also known as Adea BAFACA. This meeting takes place October 10th through the 13th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit our website to view the agenda and registration information. Register for the 2018 Adea Diversity Workshop. This one-day workshop takes place on October 24th in Toronto, Canada. Check out the agenda and registration details on our website. Don't delay. Register for the 2018 Adea Fall Meeting. The meeting takes place October 24th to the 26th in Toronto, Canada. Registration and agenda details can be found on our website. Calling all dental school deans. Register today for the 2018 Adea Deans Conference taking place in La Jolla, California, November 10th through the 13th. Check out the agenda and register on our website. Until next time, I'm Stephanie Brooks Maynard, and this has been the Adea Membership Minute.